aren't under the couch cushions, the art of finding hope. Heather?
And this last piece is the most interesting to me because I made this when I was 16 years old in my art class. And my mom just gave this to me about a month ago. She had it in the cedar chest since then, so like 10 years. And I thought, when I first saw it, I thought like, oh my gosh, hey sad Sally, like that's really morose. But then I actually remembered, I was like, well, what's the deal when I was 16? And I thought, oh, okay. Well, when I was 16 years old, my mom was arrested for DUI, possession of marijuana, possession of cocaine, and intent to sell. If you don't know much about it, it's a big deal. And she ended up, to not do any jail time, she rolled over on her dealer, which is an even bigger deal. And for me, I'm 16 years old, and what I want for my life is a real pair of Guess jeans. I would like to live somewhere that had a family room and a living room, and I wanted desperately for nobody to know that that existed in my life at all. And the reality of my life was once a week I'm driving my mom with a suspended license to a court-ordered AA meeting that I have to attend with her, and we live in a 600 square foot family housing apartment. So the disparity between those two things was so difficult for me and so enormously embarrassing that I really think that this was probably the only emotional outlet that I had in that entire time, because I talked to nobody about this. Nobody. And then when I saw it, I was actually like, oh, well, you know, I was really kind of proud of my little 16-year-old self because even then, hope didn't find me. I found hope. I used this to help clear out some of those emotions of that awful time. So the biggest thing from all of this that I really learned was to create in the midst of it all. Create a community for yourself. And with that community, you have to educate people on what you need. There wasn't a soul that I knew who knew what to do for me at that time. I had to tell them what I needed. And I had to come down out of my tower, and I had to let them help me. And create hope for yourself. Find your art. Find something that you can become passionate about. And when you feel more hopeful, create hope for other people. Tell your stories. Share your tragedies and your triumphs. And create a life for yourself that does not involve too much drinking, too much eating, too much medication, too much gambling, too much shopping to make yourself feel better. Hope did not find me. I don't think hope was ever looking for me. Hope never rang my doorbell. Hope didn't shoot me a text saying, hey, hope you feel better. Hope was not in any medication that my doctor gave me. Hope was not in the creamy center of my Oreo cookie, and hope was definitely not in the bottom of a pitcher of margaritas. I found hope. And I found hope because I was looking for hope, and I looked everywhere. And when I found something like art that made me feel hopeful, I clung to it like a life preserver. So how do you create hope in your own life? Have you found your art? Have you found your hope? Hope didn't find me. I found hope. Thank you.